Good morning, children. Today we will learn about the animal fiber. Okay. Earlier in the previous classes you learned about the different plant fibers. Today you are going to learn about the animal fibers. These animal fibers, first we will learn about the wool. Okay. Wool. Actually, children, wool from where we are getting? Wool we are getting from the sheep. Okay. Mainly from the sheep, but also some other animals like rabbit, goat, yak, they also gives wool. Okay. And here this sheep gives the wools, and then it becomes the fiber in different, that means there are number of steps are there. Okay. How we are getting the wool from the sheep? See that actually the first step 1, that is, we can say shearing. Okay, what it is? Shearing. Shearing means removal of the wool from the sheep. Wool from sheep. There, or we can say that this wool, we can see that is the fleece also. Okay, fleece, that is the soft hairs of the sheep only. Okay, from the body of the sheep, it will be removed by some special clippers are there. Okay, special clippers to remove these hairs, that wool from the body of the sheep. That actually by hand also they can remove it, and even by some machines also. Okay, that machines actually it is power operated. That means, okay, that they are known as the shearing machines. Okay, shearing machines. With that it will be removed. That actually the top layer of the skin of the sheep, it is actually dead cells only. So these sheep, when they are removing the wool from their body, they won't get pain, because those areas it becomes dead cells, so they won't get the feeling of pain. Okay, so that one it is done. Then after this, what process it is? Actually the second process is scoring. Okay, scoring. In this what happens? In this what they do? Actually in this scoring, actually they remove the this one, that means cleaning, removing the dirt. Okay, remove dirt, or we can get the oil or grease. Okay, from the body. That only, that means it is the cleaning of the wool. Okay, after shearing it will be cleaned, that removing the dirt or the grease from the wool. Okay, that process is known as scoring. And the third process, it is known as the, what we can say, that is the sorting. Okay, step 3, it is sorting. Sorting means separating. See the different wools, the textures. Okay, different textures are there, that will be separated. According to that the woolen fabric will be made. Okay, the good qualities and the less good qualities, this way only. Finer qualities, according to that it will be sorted out. And the length also it will be checked. That means the texture of the wool. Okay, that is only sorting. And then in step 4, what they will do? That is actually combing. Okay, it is combing. Combing means after sorting, that means that will be cleaned. Okay, removed all the dirt and the grease from that. Then afterwards it will be dried, keeping straight, and then they will be dried. Then afterwards they will be separated. Then they will be combed. We are also combing the hairs, right? Some places there will be knots or burrs are there. It will be that here in the wool also it is there, and that will be removed by combing with the brush. While combing, what happens? It will be straightened. Okay, the wool will be straightened. Then afterwards what they will do? Step 5, dyeing, we can say. Dyeing means giving color. Okay, giving color. different colors of woolen clothes we are getting, right? We are purchasing that colors from actually the natural fiber, natural wool, they won't have that kind of colors. It is half white and black, that color only. But these different colors they are getting it, that is from the by dyeing only. Okay, that is by giving colors, dipping in colors and getting it. Then the next one it is, that is making the yarn. After the final process, that is making of yarn. And in this what happens, yarn means it is actually getting by spinning or twisting the fibers, right? Then making the yarn. Here this they are cleaned, then combed, become straightened, and it will be spun into bundles. That is the yarn. Then they will be sent to the factories for making the or for knitting the woolen clothes. What in different ways this woolen fabrics, in which things we are purchasing the woolen fabrics, that is actually sweaters, then woolen caps, woolen socks, woolen gloves, then shawls, right? Mufflers also. So many things are making from the woolen fiber. Okay, understood children, this one woolen fiber. Now the next one is the silk. Okay, the next animal fiber, it is silk. Silk, actually, see children, this is silk from where we are getting. Silk we are getting from the silkworm. Okay, the cocoons of silkworm. Okay, the here also number of process. See the silkworm and the process of getting this silk thread. That means first we have to rear the silkworms. Rearing of the silkworm and then getting the silk from them. That process is known as sericulture. Okay, sericulture. What is sericulture? It is the rearing of the silkworm and producing the silk fiber from the silkworm. That is sericulture. Okay. And here here also number of process. First see the adult moth, silk moth. Okay, the female silk moth only lay the eggs. Here see it actually it is you can say that these are the mulberry leaves. Okay, what it is? These are the mulberry leaves. Here these silk moth, adult silk moth, it lays number of eggs here. Okay, number of eggs, that means even we can say 100 of eggs there. Okay, then they are laid there. Then after some times what happens, so these eggs will be hatched. Hatched means breaking. Okay, breaking the eggshell and coming out of the larva. That is the this one, that it is hatching. Okay, in after hatching what comes out, the larva comes out. Okay, the larva, that larvae is known as caterpillar. In some other places also we are using this word. Where it is children? Caterpillar. Even for the butterfly, right? Butterfly also, the larvae of the butterfly also we call it as a caterpillar. Here also the caterpillar only. Then this after that they will be fed with the mulberry leaves. Mulberry leaves put pieces and then keep putting there, and these larvae they eat the mulberry leaves so fast. During this caterpillar stage it eats so much mulberry leaves. Okay, then it grows so fast, and after once it fed the mulberry leaves, afterwards when it started to produce that means fiber, that means one layer they produce and cover itself in it. Okay, that process, that stage is known as the cocoon stage. Okay, Cocoon stage. Cocoon stage, the larvae itself cover. That means actually in the larvae stage, what happens? Their head, near the head, there are two salivary glands. Okay, these through the salivary glands, one proteinaceous substance produce. Okay, like saliva, like this way liquid substance secreted from the salivary gland, and when it comes out from the body, it contact with the atmosphere, right? Air, so it becomes cool, and then it becomes solidifies and becomes hard. Then it become like a filament. That filament is the silk filament. Okay, silk filament, and that actually producing in this stage. Okay, it is to cover itself in that only. Okay, the larvae cover itself inside this. Okay, this stage is the cocoon stage only. When it is inside, then it is known as the pupa. Okay, it is known as the pupa. But see, in the pupa stage, what happens? It inside only. After some time, this pupa, it produces one more enzyme to remove this layer from it. Okay, these are actually the silk thread only. Okay, these actually remove from there and it comes out this larva. Okay, this baby. Okay, that this pupa inside it, when it becomes mature only, it started to produce that enzyme. Okay, to come out. That is means it is going to be mature. Okay, if it comes out, what happens? Then the adult silk moth comes out. Okay, if it breaks this layer, then it becomes the adult silk moth. Before becoming it silk moth, or before itself it break the layer, we will finish the step here only. Okay, when we are growing, when this cocoon reaches the pupa stage, we will collect this pupa and put it inside the hot water, or we will boil them in the water. So that what happens, when it is boiled, this inside this larva become died. Okay, killed. It will be killed when extra high temperature is heating. That time automatically the organisms die. So here the cocoon, this larva die, and then the silk thread, it is now it is in wounded form, that is coiled form only. Okay, when it is in the hot water, it becomes straight. Okay, straightening it, then we will remove that silk from there itself. Okay, silk thread we are removing here itself. So this is actually the life cycle of the silk moth. Okay, how the silk fiber getting from the silkworm. Understood, children? Now this silkworm, actually these are very high. That means they are costly. Okay, why they are costly? Because the production of silkworm, it's not an easy step, and it needs a number of things also. And even see the nowadays the people, the environmentalist, okay, one who is taking care of the environment, they are against of this sericulture process. Why? Because in the pupa stage we are killing them. So killing is killing the animals. It is against for this environmentalist. So they raised their voice here. It is not allowed. But if we are listening that, then how we will get the silk thread? The silk thread we want to get. That is one thing. And another thing, it is actually they are very costly because of its shimmery. That means shimmering. Shimmering means it is actually shiny. Okay, it is means shiny appearance. That is what silk clothes are very costly. Okay, that is the feature of this only. Understood, children? This one, both the fibers you learned today, animal fibers, wool and the silk. Okay, wool we are getting from the fleece of the sheep, and then the silk we are getting from the silkworm. Okay, understood, children? Thank you, children.